if you're new here, my name is Susanne, and on this page I'll be sharing life as it is. I'll be sharing different topics based on my own personal experience. I'm sure you already know what today's topic is, but in case you don't know, today I'll be sharing different birth control methods, different methods I've tried, what I think the best birth control method is, and the pros and cons of the types I've tried, my regrets, and everything in between. If this is what you would like to see, please sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. I believe we all know what contraception is, but for those of us that does not know, contraception simply means the act of using a device or a drug to prevent pregnancy. Contraceptive means the drug or the device that is used to prevent pregnancy. Several types of contraceptives, I'll be mentioning some. We have the intrauterine contraceptive device, that is the IUD. We have the morning after pill, we have the oral pill, we have the implants, we have condoms, and we have a diaphragm, and many other types of contraceptives. I'll be mentioning the type I used, the effects it had on my body, the pros and cons of this method of birth control. So before I proceed, please like this video if this is what you would like to watch. Please tell your friends to join in, tag your mom friends, tag your female friends to join in so they can come and watch and learn about my own experience with birth control and the type I tried. I'm going to share a background story of my experience with implants. That was the type I opted for. So back in 2019, after I had my first child, I wanted some sort of contraceptive because I wasn't ready to have a baby right after the baby I had. I was scared, my husband was scared, we just didn't want a baby at that time because we just had a baby. So we went to the clinic and we had some lectures with the nurse, and she told us the different type of contraceptives available, the types I listed, and I had like a brief talk with her to know the type that was right for me and to be sure of what I wanted. I didn't want the other types because I wasn't sure if I was going to maintain it, and I needed something quite effective, so I opted for the implants. So right here was where I had the implants. It was inserted into my arm. Right here was where the implant was inserted into. It took about 10 minutes or 5 minutes to insert the implants into my hand. I tried Implanon at first, and well, after they inserted it, it was fine. They said I couldn't bath for like a few days, or maybe I shouldn't let water get to it for a few days. So I managed to bath every other part of my body, leaving out my arm, and then we were fine. Everything was good. My husband was happy, we were happy, because in our heads we found the best way to prevent pregnancy at that time. Everything was fine, everything was good, and I had it for a while until I started having some symptoms. At first I had joint pain, terrible joint pain, and I thought it was as a result of stress or maybe the day's work, but I didn't know it was because of the implanon in my body. Although this didn't happen immediately after they inserted it, it happened after a while, like after say 4 months, and I started having joint pain, I started having migraine. Like these symptoms started creeping in little by little. They started creeping in slowly, and I didn't know that it was as a result of the implants in my body. Fine, at that point, I just had a baby, so I thought maybe it was due to the new routine, new schedule, and because I'm like switching into another kind of lifestyle, so in my head I was like, maybe that was the reason why I had these symptoms. And then another symptom came again. I stopped seeing my period for a very, very long time. I wasn't sure if I wanted this, but then I managed to continue until it was time for us to get another child. I was very sure, me and my husband were very sure we wanted another baby when my first child was about 16 months, and that's because we wanted the gap between him and his sibling to be 2 years apart. So we started trying for another child, I think around 16 months. So when I went back to the clinic around 16 months, I think 16, or I think I went back to the clinic around 14 months, because I wanted to start trying for another baby until we get to 16 months. I finally made the decision to take it out at 15 months, I think. So I went back to the hospital and I got Nexplanon. Nexplanon was, I think, a different brand. So I had Nexplanon in my arm, and after a while, everything crashed. When I say everything crashed, I mean everything scattered, because I started having same symptoms, but this time it was 2 times, like 2, 3, 10 times worse compared to the first time I had Implanon in my arm. I started with joint pain. I started having migraine. I had terrible mood swings. God, I would cry. I was overthinking. I started I wanted to go off social media. I didn't know what the problem was. I just thought, okay, maybe it's because I just had a baby. Around this time, you're busy taking care of a newborn, you have a toddler, and in my own head I was like, maybe it's just I even thought I had postpartum depression. I didn't know what was, but I knew a lot was wrong with my body. I had mood swings, I had terrible headaches, terrible mood swings. I had low libido. Like I would not even, there's nothing my husband would try in this world that would make us have anything. Like I was so not interested in having sex. I was not interested. See, there was nothing, like nothing. Just touch me. It's like, oh, please don't disturb. That was how it was. I wasn't interested in having sex. I wasn't motivated in any way. Like I was not interested in doing anything. I would sit on the bed and cry about nothing. Like I would just overthink. Like I would sit down and think things and just nag all day, cry all day. I wasn't interested in running my business. Like a whole lot was going on with my body, a whole lot. I had terrible acne, terrible. Side of my face were very dark. Like I couldn't go out on a normal day without having makeup on my face. So I called a couple of friends, I discussed with them, and they were like, maybe it's the implants in your body. I didn't believe it at some point. I didn't. There was a time I wasn't even seeing my period. Fine, now that's like a good thing. But when the period managed to come, when it comes by mistake, I would bleed for like, I can bleed for like 3 weeks or even more. Like I was always bleeding. I was always bleeding. I was always wearing pads. So it was so uncomfortable. It was stressful, and I had this thing on for about, I think, until my baby was about a year plus. And I spoke to my husband. He noticed a whole lot. When we had a conversation, and I was like, no, my body can't go through this anymore. We have to take it out and look for an alternative. So we told to get checked, and I just told the nurse, I said, please, I can't take this anymore. Like my body can't go through, my body can't keep going through this. I'm going through all these things, and I'm nursing a newborn and a toddler, and I have to run the house. I still have to be a wife. I have to be a mom. I have to be me. Do you understand? So I could not take it anymore, and we went to the hospital. They tried and tried to convince me. At a point, I was almost rude to the nurse, because I felt like she wasn't hearing me out. She didn't want to even listen to me. She just kept suppressing my voice. She wanted me to, still have it in my body. She was like, are you ready to get pregnant? I was like, no, we are not ready. She said, then if you take it out, you get pregnant. She started putting that fear in me, and I was like, ma'am, if there is no other alternative, then I'll stop having sex. And she the way she looked at me, she was like, yeah. I told her, I said, if there is no alternative, then I'll stop having sex. I don't mind, because this thing is messing with my brain, is messing with my head. My mental health was zero. Like, it was, and my body was all over the place, my head was all over the place. I was not Susan anymore. That was how bad it was. So I had to, I told her, I said, you have to take this thing off my body today. So she finally took it off. She was like, what other methods will you like to try? I said, for now, I want my body to be free from every rubbish. I just told her, I want my body to be free. I want to be me again. I want to be the happy and jovial Susan again. I don't want this. She was like, when you came the other time, I thought I mentioned to you that there are side effects. I said, if you had told me that I would go through things like this, when you are reading these things online, they tell you it's just 1% of women, or I was part of that 1% that had it really rough. I was part of the, in fact, 0.001% that had it bad with Nexplanon. I couldn't, in fact, Nexplanon almost took my life, if that's like the correct way to put it. So she finally took it out, and she was like, what other methods would you like to try? And I told her, please just give us condoms. And we collected quite a number of condoms, and we just left. So from that time until now, my period started flowing regularly, and the quantity, like my body returned back to normal. I am now very happy. I run my business well. I am happy. There are no joint pain, there are no migraines. If I'm having little headache, I know, okay, you stress yourself so much, so you should stop and rest. Not that even when you're lying down, or you're just waking up from a beautiful sleep, and you're waking up with headaches because you have a foreign substance in your body that is not working with your body. And before I forget, I want to also let you know that implants are hormonal, so they mess with your hormones. They messed with my hormones. I can't even begin to, I'm smiling now because this is a big testimony for me. This time it has passed, but then when it was happening to me, it was crazy. I know there are like a few of my friends that I sent my pictures to, and they were like, Susan, you have to take this thing off. You have to take this thing off. My husband would take this thing off. If we are pregnant again, we'll have the baby. But me, I know what I want, and I know, I wasn't ready. I have two child with 2 years age gap. I wasn't ready. I didn't even want to hear, oh, we just did it and mistake happened and the thing just entered. And I wasn't ready. I don't know if you get me. I know there are some moms that are in my position that would, please, if you're in that position, just put a comment down below and let me know, because I was in that position where I was like, there's no idea of, if it enters, we'll keep. I wasn't ready to keep. I wasn't, not that I wasn't ready to keep. I wasn't even ready to have. I know it's a blessing, and I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful, but then we were not ready. So I was just taking measures to see that I don't make any mistake. So yeah, we took it out and we started using condoms, and my life has never remained the same. And even when we want to do I don't know, we try to be extra careful. And mind you, my body is different from other people's body. What I just explained is based on my own experience and what it did to my body. I don't know how it is with other women. I'm not trying to discourage anybody not to have any form of contraceptive. Will I be trying any other type of contraceptive? Yes, because I don't know how long I can cope with condoms. With condoms, sensitivity is reduced. Mom is okay. At this point, if you're not up to 18, can you please stop watching this video? So yeah, for condoms, the only issue I have about it is that the sensitivity is reduced. It can tear, and then the thing you are running away from will still come and catch you. So yeah, and aside that, you can get condoms from anywhere. It's something you can get from any store. You don't need a doctor's prescription to get it, and it's like, you use on the go. You use and you take it out and trash. Take it out and trash. It's not like you're having it in your body, or you have to swallow a pill, or you have to have it in your body for like 2, 3, 4, 5 years. There are different type of contraceptives, and yes, I would like to try another one, and I hope to God that whatever one we decide to try will not give me problems like the rest. So yeah, this is me sharing my experience with implanon. And implanon, I didn't have so much bad experiences. Yes, I had bad experiences, but not so much like next planon dealt with me. It dealt with my life. Like, I don't know, this video is not even explaining. Like, I don't even know how to explain it like it happened. I'm just, this is me, I am fine now, I am okay now. So I'm just, trying to touch and when it happened, it was crazy. Honestly, it was. So I have talked about all the downsides about arm implants, but the good side about it, I'm not only going to tell you about the bad side. The good side about it is that it was highly effective. It was effective. I didn't have to worry. I didn't have to, like, check to see, when you've done rough play, you would want to always get pregnancy test in the house every month. You want to check, hey God, I've not seen my period, or am I pregnant? Do you understand? And your husband is always asking, baby, have you seen your period, and your answer is like, I don't know, I don't. So yeah, it was highly effective. I didn't have to worry about being pregnant. I just had some sort of confidence that no, I can't be pregnant. And yes, I wasn't pregnant. So it helped me space my children like the way I wanted it. I wanted my children to be 2 years apart from each other. And yes, my older baby is older than his sibling with 2 years, 1 month, and 2 days. And another thing is, I got pregnant immediately after taking it out. I don't know how it is with other women. I don't know. This is just me and my body. I don't know if it depends on my body, or it depends on, or if that's just how it is with the drug, with the implant, sorry. But I got pregnant immediately, and that was a good thing. Another thing is, I wasn't seeing my period. So I don't know, babes, it's for that's good news for us, because if you don't have to see your period and you are fine, then that's a good thing. Honestly, for me, it was good because I didn't have to see I wasn't seeing my period. I didn't have to worry about not seeing my period. I wasn't seeing my period, and that was fine, that was okay. So that's the good side about it. It's effective. It will help you space your family. It is not, you can bank on it. Yes, you can bank on it. And on the other hand, if you are not the type that enjoy seeing their monthly flow, like it comes with a lot of pain and all that, you won't see your period. So that's a good thing. But if you now want to see that period, it is going to come and overflow. Like, it is going to it's going to be river. Like, it will come, and it will come and stay. It will come to stay. So it didn't like, then whenever I managed to see my period, it will be there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I've had my period for a month before, and at that point I got really worried and scared. I had to go to the hospital because I didn't stop bleeding. It didn't stop, and my period was bright red. It was as if I had like a small accident down there, and then everything is just coming out and gushing out. That was how it was, and it didn't make me feel comfortable. So aside that, yeah, I don't know if I would say I would recommend, because the way the bad effects it had on me might not be how it's going to be on another person's body. Me giving this review might not be what the next person. So if you ask me what the best contraceptive is right now, I would say condom. Yes, condoms. Yes, I would say it. I'm an adult. Condoms. Right now, condoms is the best type of contraceptive for me and my husband. And this is because I can go out and buy 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 without anybody questioning me. I can, use and dispose immediately. I don't have to have anything in my body. I don't have to worry about fertility. Another cons of having some of these contraceptives is because some women have complained about delayed like when you have the implants on and you take it out, you now start trying for another child. It takes a long time. In my own case, I got pregnant immediately after taking out. I can't say this for other women, because I know of people that have complained of not getting pregnant for like 1, 2, 3 years, 4 years, or even 10 years after taking it out. So there are some women that will strongly kick against having implants on, because they feel like once you have it on and you take it out, that's like, you know, you can't get pregnant again, or you can't get pregnant like almost immediately. So yeah, for condoms, it is good. For me, it is good. um it is affordable. You don't have to have it in your body for long. Once you're done, you're taking it out. And yeah, if it does not tear, it can prevent pregnancy, and it can help space your children. I don't know what your own best contraceptive is, but please, I would like you to share this in the comment section. Please tell me. I would like to know, so that when I'm trying to have another type of contraceptive, I would know from your suggestion what to, try again. I'm not saying my body is, for experience, I'm not saying my body is made for practicals and to test run all these things that they are producing now, but I really would like to try another type of contraceptive again, so that I can enjoy um sex even more. And why am I shy? So yeah, so I can enjoy sex more, because there is no much sensitivity when you're using condoms. That's like the issue I have with it. So yes, thank you guys for staying here with me. Thank you for watching up to this point.